Hi, Sid Ropp. I'm the author of A Simple Explanation of Absolutely Everything, and I'm reading to you out of my book. I just read page 7 about the simple golden rule, reaching out with others, and throughout the simple explanation, on occasion I translate the Tao Te Ching into simple explanation terms to make it a little less esoteric. I don't think the original religious books were meant to be mysteriously esoteric so you couldn't understand them. I just think that these are deep spiritual and physical truths that people have a hard time conceiving, and that's why I wrote the simple explanation. So let me read to you, this is also on page 7, from verse 51 of the Tao Te Ching. The metaverse gives life to all things. The universal unit of consciousness nourishes and protects them. Every one of them materializes the form that best suits their nature, and challenging circumstances bring them to maturity and perfection. Because of this, there is not a single unit of consciousness that does not worship the metaverse and treasure the universal unit of consciousness. The metaverse honored, the universal unit of consciousness held dear, truly without it being demanded. Constantly they come, each unit of consciousness of its own accord. This is why the metaverse gives life to all things. The universal unit of consciousness nourishes and protects them, raises and ripens them, nurtures and educates them, shelters them, matures them, sustains them, and breaks them down, gives birth and yet does not claim possession of them, helps without expecting payment in return, fosters growth, yet does not exercise authority. Called secret, profound, obscure, mysterious, this universal unit of consciousness. That's verse 51 of the Tao Te Ching. You can compare my translation to one you may have at home. It's on page 7 of the simple explanation.